Hello, Robert. How you doing? How you doing, William? You guys hear me? Everything's okay. You can hear and see me. All right. Workbook. Workbook. Okay, we're going to go back to number one, and we're going to try the grid left-handed, or open-handed, so to speak. Okay? There's 22 exercises there. You guys work on them. Okay, we worked on them. The workbook, left-handed. Any difficulty with these? Any ones in particular you want me to break down a little bit more? By the way, this is being recorded on another camera if there's a delay. One, two. The paradiddle ostinato, we're working on that left-handed because it's a different thing. You guys need to talk in the chat there. Let me know what you're doing, what's going on. We worked on the workbook. Any difficulty with any one of them? Left-handed. Nobody's going to talk. Okay. I'll just sit here, wait for some response. One. No questions? You understand them? You know how to read them? Good. Left-handed? How about you, Robert? All right, well, let's add to your stress. Yes, no, No questions. You've been working on them right-handed and left-handed. I got an email from you today, William. As far as what I want you to practice, everything. Huh. So you got to keep the drumsticks in your hands constantly. Whatever you want to practice to make better. You know what or where you need to work. So work there. Now, I'm not one of these dictator kind of teachers. You're learning different things to become better. And the things that you want to work on. Whoa, Jimmy's here. We're in the workbook, Jimmy. Okay? The first ostinato, left-handed. Number 3. Why not number 1? I asked you to do number 1. Which one is number 3? All right, let's see. Any problems on number 3? All number 3 is really is line 6 of the stick control book. All right? What I'm doing with line 6, that's from the stick control book. 1 E and a 2. 3 E and a 4 E and a. So what you have now is you're taking the right hand, putting it on the hi-hat. 1. You got 1 E and a 2. 3 E and no, that's not right. I'm sorry. 1 E and a 2. You got it? Now that's right-handed and left-handed. It's 1 E and a 2 E and. You got to approach the left-hand side. You got to start with number 1, Robert. Okay? It's boring because you know how to play these right-handed, but you want to go on to it left-handed. And the object, let's see. The objective is, first, when I practice something like this, I just lay back and say, okay, I'm going to do maybe line 1, number 1 for a while. Got the feel. Say to myself, all right, everything's sounding okay. I go to number 2. Here you go. Now, if you guys want to get into the new breed, this is what you're gonna have. The way you're should start practicing, both right-handed and both left-handed. Consider the first way as a system 1, which it would be this, and line 2 this way, system number 2. Now, the bass drum line, or when I'm playing the bass drum, is considered the melody line. So you need, in order for you to be, cooking with that bass drum and playing a melody, you need to start somewhere. So we're starting on 1 and 3. Well, it's not starting over. I mean, this is fine. Everybody can play this, but you want to get this. So actually, in accordance with the new breed, that would be system. We could say it's system number 1, system number 2. How you doing, Elias? Yeah, well, you're using system number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like if I took straight 16ths. That's a system. And I said, okay, let's do it here. That's another system. There's all kinds of things you're going to do. You're going to play the sample like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. I got to get another ride cymbal up here. I got to, after this weekend, after Jason finishes his show, I'm going to have a whole new setup, and hopefully he can help me with the delay in the camera. But everybody wants to do the new breed. That's the ultimate in playing. Take a look at George Lawrence Stone's concept. Line 1 and line 2. Line 1, you're developing the right attack. Line 2, you're developing the left hand attack. So now you have this. 1, right hand attack, left hand. System 1, system 2. Since you haven't played in a few weeks, you started the stick control, just the way it's written. Any other suggestions? Well, you have 45 different suggestions from the stick control book formula. Yeah, this is an exercise. I look at it, the stick control book, as a warm-up. 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, so on and so forth. I mean, you know, that's one way, but then look at this, the formula book. You have it in triplets. 1, 2, 16s. In paradiddles. What suggestions do you need, Jim? I don't understand that. Jimmy, talk to me. Now, how many guys here have the new breed? Do we have the new breed? Okay. Well, his systems. Let's look at his systems. System number 1. Left hand and right hand on the hi-hat. So all you're doing is playing alternate strokes on the hi-hat. So that's actually number 1 in stick control. Now do number 2 in stick control. That would be system 1 and system 1A. Okay, you look at number 2, you're doing alternates, you're doing the right hand on the hi-hat, which you already know. You already know this guy. I just want to break it down to prepare you for the Chester book. You have the system. He's saying, okay, right hand on the hi-hat and left, right. What did you say? Left hand and right hand on the hi-hat. That's what it is. 1E and the 2E and the 2. It's a simple one. All you're doing is line 1 of stick control book. 1E. The second one, you have the right hand, 1E and the 2E and the 3. You already have that in the shapy book or in the workbook, 1E and the 2. That's right-handed. Then he does it left-handed. No bass drum, okay? Then he has right hand and left hand. The right hand on the hi-hat, left hand on the snare. Then he has you playing the melody. That's what you're doing now. Look, if I took one of his systems, all right, listen carefully there, William, and everybody. If I took one of his systems, 1E and all right, even if I took the alternate 16ths, 2E and 3, that's a system he has. Now, the melody lines you got to build up. So you look at line 1 of stick control book. Line 1 of stick control book, you're taking 1. We're going to do it as, instead of 1 and 2 and 4 and, we're going to do it as 1 E and 2 E and and we're going to reference off the page and eliminate the lefts and play the rights as the bass drum. 1 E and 2, 3 E and 4 E and 1. That's a system. 3 E as a coordination. I go to line 2 with the same concept. I'm going to play the ands. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E, 4 E and 1 E and 2 E, 3 E and 4 E and. Look at line 3. Bass drums 1 and 3 and. Now I just ran down 1 and 2 and 3. You can run down the whole page like that. And that's the right hand lead. Now take number 2 of the stick control book, which is going to be the left hand lead now. And it does make a difference. 1 E and 2, 3, 4. Now you can do line 1 with the foot. 1 E and 2 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2. That's the system, man. You've been staying around 100, 115 with what, Robert? With the workbook? What I'm doing is I'm extending it and I'm giving you examples. Yeah, well, The New Breed, Jimmy, is a very difficult book. Now, we have all you guys in here who are at different levels of drumming and reading. Reading has to be fluid because you're going to start distributing, you're going to start playing one thing and playing the melody line, which is the reading against it. Let me give you a good example, all right, of reading. We're going to take a system. We'll put that aside for now. I'm going to explain to you the bass drum reading. So if I took line 1 as the bass drum reading from stick control and said, okay, eliminate all the lefts. So I say, okay, we're going to play the rights, but we're going to think of the line as 1 E and 2, 3 E and 4 E and. So if I eliminate the rights, the lefts, I'm going to have 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. So now let me play that with my bass drum. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. Same interpretation. Okay, let's take the same interpretation, go to line 2. Now we're going to play all the E's and does. So we have 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. Now I'm going to take one of the system, which is this. Just straight 16ths, no snare drum yet, just alternating strokes on the hi-hat. So I have, with the bass drum pattern, I'm going to do 1 and 2. 1 E and 2 E and. Bum, 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 bum. Here we go. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E. Line 2. 1 E and 2 E and E and 4 E and back. 1 E and 2. That's preparing you for the new breed. That's a breakdown. Now, if I take those same two, well, let me go to line 3. Right-handed. 1 E and 1 E and 2 E and 4 E and. Get it, guys? Now, I'm just using one pattern. But now if I do the opposite, like this is left-handed supposedly, leading with the left. 1 E and. Now watch. 1 E and. This is line 1. 3 E and 4. Line 2. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and line 3. 1 E E and a 2, E and a 3, E and a 4, E and a. Now, William, do you see what I'm doing? But the strength of reading has to be there. I mean, I could throw a sheet at you guys. You wouldn't know where to start. And I don't care how long you've been playing. I got it from a book that's out of print now. And the author originally was from Long Island. He's deceased, but his son is still alive. His name is Ralph C. Pace. The name of the book is Variations of Drumming. Okay? And I had him here a couple times. We were friends. We talked. I want to redo the book. But he said no. So he's going to have Rob Wallace from Hudson Music do the book. That book put me on the map for reading. It's a great book to learn how to read. You see it, William. So here's what we're going to do. I don't know. We'll start it next week. We'll have a little bit more fun right now. We'll start reading next week. Okay? I'm going to send you a sheet or two, and what you're going to do, you're going to start. See the problem when you're doing group classes like this, learning how to read is at all different levels. You know, some guys know how to read well, some guys okay, some guys So where do I start? I don't know. Anyway, another announcement come January. I'm setting up my Zoom to do master classes. Okay, so whoever would be interested in that, contact me. Like a 2-hour master class on the drum pad or the drum set or whatever. And you have to pay entrance fee. I don't know how much yet. So if you understand that, we'll see what happens. But anyway, right-handed and left-handed. Now, Robert, it's very essential. You want to be an all-around player. You know, there was another guy. He was from Argentina. Good player. He was with Maynard Ferguson for a while, and good player. And people say, well, you want to develop your coordination stronger. Don't settle just for the right side. Settle for the left side. Get your left side equalized. That is the concept of George Lawrence Stone. Equalizing the right, equalizing the left. You get it? Now, if you have any suggestions, you readers, suggest it to me. Send me an email. Let me know where you think you should start reading. The syncopation book, understanding notation, quarter notes, eighth notes, combinations, terminologies. Help me out so I can help you. So, get into it, email me. You all have my email. Okay, guys. Now we're going to be on my site tonight, but go left-handed. Robert, do yourself a favor. You probably play really well like this. Get it like this. Now I could do that same thing with the stick control book. Play the 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, line 1. So on and so forth. Left-handed. Got it, guys? Is there any questions on anything right now? I will have my new publication on the market. Well, go ahead, Elias. Ask it. Ask me the question. Don't feel foolish. Why are you asking to say it's foolish? It's a question. Ask and hopefully I could answer it. you got to try. You got to do it. Challenge it. 1, 2, 3. See how it flows? Well, there's two things in that question. Would I work stick control without sticks, with bare hands? Well, the first guy I ever seen play the drum set with bare hands and do a solo was Joe Morello. I don't know, why would you want to do stick control without sticks? I mean, if you're home or you're someplace and you're bored, like when I was a kid, I'd be on the desk in school doing, say, a paradiddle. Or 5-stroke roll. Why the stick? Why do that? Now, tendinitis and carpal tunnel syndrome is the whole concept of holding the stick. I've gone over this already. Full stroke, nice and relaxed. No squeeze in the stick, no tension. Let the sound go out. The vibration of the stick go out. Not in, not up your arm. Well, you actually started in the new breed there, Robert. Let me get this going. Hold it. Let me see. All right. The first 3. Okay? Look at the first one. It says left hand and right hand on the melody. So now that we just did. We did line 1 and line 2 of the stick control book. 1 E and a. It's a right hand lead. 3 E and a 4. 1 E and a 2 E and 3 E and a 4 E and a. Then we did line 2. Left hand lead. All right, now he's got the right foot, the bass drum, and the left foot, the hi-hat. So he's got 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E. So you get a slurp there. Nah. It's like a flan. Hi-hat, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right hand, hi-hat. See, the hi-hat has to come up to come down. So on the way up, you're getting a slurp. See it? Okay, and then he leaves the bass drum lines blank. So if you have 1 E and a 2 E, and the snare drum 2 and 4. Just do number 1 and number 2. Okay? I'm doing number 1. That's the first system in number 1. That's where you should start. But you've been doing things that are in there already from the Gary Chaffee book. And the tendinitis, Elias, that comes from incorrectness or not allowing the stick to do what it wants. When you hold a stick tight, your muscles are tight. So when you hit the stick, the stick onto the drum, you choke the sound. However, you're not allowing that vibration of the stick to go out. You're allowing the vibration to go in and up your arm. That's going to create tendinitis. You mean long time work. I don't know what you mean by that. It's not. All right, hold on a minute. Let me address that. That seems like an issue with you. All right. Look, when I hold the drumstick, and it's a personal thing, yeah, there's certain parameters I maintain. My fulcrum, my fingers are housed on the stick like that. When I make impact, I hold that stick loose. However, I hold it tight enough so she don't go flying on me. Now that point of holding it tight enough is more of a personal thing. You know, when I'm saying to avoid tendonitis or carpal tunnel, a lot of guys will grab that stick like this, like real tight. Let me see if I'm getting on the camera. Real tight like this, and come down like that. Not me, it's loose. See how loose? But I found that point where I have control when it's loose. Well, you say you're getting one. What are you getting one? What are you getting? And you're barely. What do you say you're getting? You're not getting tendonitis. If there's an issue besides, it's not from doing that. You sure? When I do it, it's the same concept when I'm doing a half stroke. I'm throwing a stick down like dribbling a basketball. That's all. All right, we'll be back tonight at my site. We're also going to have Jason Gianni Sunday, 3 p.m. on this channel. In the meantime, Uncle Matt's going to have to say, see you tonight. Matt Patella, Matt Patella, livelessons.com, 7 p.m. Well, if it's off, it won't be off, hopefully. If not, I'll be on Facebook. Either or, I'll be someplace, either Facebook, YouTube, or my site. But I'll be on my site. Thank you, Jimmy, for that. Have a good day, guys. See you later.